I proposed to my fiancé, but he told me he hated it. I recently proposed to my fiancé and planned something that I thought he would really like, but turns out I was wrong. And now he's asking for something even more embarrassing. Basically, I spent about half a year preparing for the proposal with our friends and family. I asked them to dress up as these specific alien characters from his favorite show, Ben 10. Each costume was rushed and handcrafted, making it even more special. I additionally got someone online to create a custom proposal box in the shape of the main character's watch, which would open up to show the ring. To top it all off, I found an exact replica of one of the character's green Dodge Challenger and asked to rent it out for a Ben 10 themed proposal. The man agreed, and I sent him the schedule and foolproof plan. And so for several months, we hid the proposal from my boyfriend. It was seriously hard to hold down my excitement, but soon enough, the day of the proposal approached. It started off pretty normal. I invited him out to stroll around the park near our favorite spot. At exactly 4 p.m., I held his hand and dragged him towards our favorite spot. I saw a crowd of people wearing costumes around the green car, and I nearly squealed at how amazing it all turned out. I grinned and looked at my boyfriend, excited to see his reaction. But all I saw was a clearly confused expression. My hands started sweating, feeling nervous from his reaction. The closer we got to everyone, the more he looked like he wanted to run away from disgust. When we got close enough to everyone in the alien costumes, I tried to act surprised and said, "Wow, babe, this is from your favorite show, right? Let's go take pictures with them." As if on cue, all the costumed people posed behind him while I took pictures and videos of the moment. I wasn't sure if he was exactly enjoying the surprise so far, but I was happy that he was still smiling and posing in the pictures. But after a moment, he excused himself and pulled me off to the side, saying, "Let's go home now. This place is seriously weird." I felt hurt by his comment and couldn't stop myself from frowning. Months of planning, and he suddenly called it weird. I yanked my arm away from him and walked over to the green Dodge Challenger. Our friends and family followed me and pulled off the headgear to start the surprise. I pulled out the keys from my pocket and opened up the trunk of the car. While the balloons and poster popped up, I whipped myself around and got down on one knee, pulling out the custom Omnitrix box. "John, we've had an amazing 7 years together, and I'm ready to spend several more years with you as husband and wife. John, will you marry me?" I gave my best smile while my heart beat so loudly, I was sure everyone could hear it. It was silent for a good minute or two before my boyfriend agreed and hugged me. Finally, our relationship was making progress. I felt so thankful that all my efforts ended in success, and until the sun set, we spent time with our loved ones. However, in the car, my now fiancé suddenly opened up saying, "Hey, let's redo this entire proposal because it was honestly terrible." I stared at him, feeling my heart skip a beat painfully at his words. I asked him what he meant, and he proceeded to list out every bit that he found weird. The more he pointed out, the more the tears welled up in my eyes. Seeing me cry, he tried to reassure me, saying, "Give me a few months and I'll prepare something more romantic and, more normal." I couldn't fight my tears any longer and got angry, yelling at him how he made me wait 7 years, and now he wanted me to wait even longer for a proposal that might not happen. I spilled how much I spent on the proposal and how long it took to plan each detail out, just for him to call it strange and wait for a different proposal. I asked him to hand back the ring and end the relationship, but the man had the audacity to say no to both. Instead of continuing the argument, I cried silently and complained to a few of my friends and family about what happened. They reached out to him the following day, calling him trash. He had to spend the entire day explaining how he wanted to propose to me instead. In the evening, he asked to have a serious conversation and immediately apologized, saying that he realized after looking at the pictures of videos, the proposal, that he was lucky that I did something nice for him, but he wanted to propose to me in his own way. He promised to make it happen within the year. I agreed to his deadline and we hugged it out. While hugging, he jokingly added, "For our wedding, I hope there won't be any aliens." I laughed and shook my head and said, "No promises."